Hello everyone, Catherine here from Inky Finger Cat. It's the 1st of July and that means Christmas in July starts today. There will be a video later on today that is the first of the Christmas in July videos, but I've just had a big parcel arrive, so I thought I'd do a quick hello to say Christmas in July, Christmas in July, Christmas in July, but also thought I'd do a little stash reveal. I didn't buy these specifically for Christmas in July. They might well, you know, I'm trying to unpack it from a different way, and there's one of those tab things, so bear with me. That'll be easier, won't it? Although I think I need to do the cutting bit too. But yeah, they may well make an appearance during Christmas in July. And it's been a little while since I've done a stash reveal, partly because I don't think I bought anything. I'm looking around my desk. Have I bought anything? I don't think I have. I think the last things to arrive were these, which I bought at the same time as I brought the Grand Marquise. Yeah, I don't think I bought anything else. I have had, I know what I've had. I've had a embellishment kit from Hey Little Magpie. I haven't filmed that, and I've already unpacked and put it in various places, so I can't share that with you. But no, I don't think I have. I have had a lot of stash arrive in my house, but they're all design team stuff, so I can't share with you. But there's a lot under my desk, I will say. I'm gonna say halfway through all of the projects that I need to make for those design team things. So that's positive news. And you might see when I put you in the overhead camera a little sneak peek as to something I'm halfway through working on, deciding whether I'm going to do this or I'm not going to do this. I don't know. So yeah, I don't think I've had any other purchases. As I say, certain things have arrived in my craft room, but I didn't buy them. They were design team things. Well, I think that's it. So I'm going to pop you in the overhead and I'm going to talk you through what I bought. Okay, first things first, it is from Chloe's Creative Cards. Chloe's Creative Cards, that's who I've bought them from. I have bought, just move that to one side, a Wow embossing pad. I do have my Versamark that I use all the time. To be honest, I've always used Versamark as my embossing powder stamp pad. Always use that, but I thought it was good to have a spare, and this was a good price. Can't remember off the top of my head what it was, but it was quite a good price. I thought I'll get that. And I also bought the Wow embossing pen. I've not had an embossing pen for years, but I thought that would be handy to have. Okay. I also bought the White Pearl Superfine, which I've had previously and I loved using. I think that's a really good kind of embossing powder to have. And I bought, sorry if that noise is annoying, a metallic copper Superfine. And I thought that would be a really nice colour to have. I have got something similar, but it's chunky and it's one of the Seth Apter ones, whereas I wanted one that was super fine. So I'm going to add those to my shelf immediately, because those are the sorts of things I use all of the time. Okay, but what I really was wanting to spend my money on is, well, didn't want to spend money on, what I needed was some more C5 white cards. So dead simple. I use Crafty UK limited ones quite often. Usually get them from the range, but I spotted that they'd got them at Chloe's Creative Cards, so I went and bought them as well. Oh, just a sneak peek. That's something I've been working on with design team stuff, but I mean, I've done it and it's quite messy, but oh, isn't that gorgeous? Anyway, that's a sneak peek in. You've not seen that really. But these are what I actually went on to buy. was these kind of nested dies that are in the large size. The reason being, I really like the idea of making a shaped card, but my shapes that I've got already as nested dies, I don't know if this is how I'm meant to open it. I think I am. They're just not quite big enough for most of the cards that I make, and then you end up with something that's sort of like 4x4 size, which is okay sometimes. It's just not my favourite size to work with. I prefer a 6x6 card as a sort of minimum, really. So it's 5x7 or 6x6 tends to be the kind of card size that I make more frequently. I have no idea if I'm making a right old mess of this packaging. I just want to pull out the full sheet. There we go. Whereas these, first of all, there's like a scalloped edge. And then there's also one that's a circle, but it's got like a dotted line, like a stitched line almost, on the inside. So I thought these were really going to be handy for doing stuff like that. Again, don't know if they'll end up being used for the Christmas in July or not, but certainly thought that these would come in handy. And then there's something slightly different. So these are basically, they are 7 3/4. This is 7.8 in size. This is, I can't read that, 7 3/4 in size. Goodness me, their packaging is not to be argued with, is it? Goodness me, I've never bought their directly from the store before. I've bought Chloe's Creative Cards magazines previously, but I've never bought their actual products separately. I then thought that this was a really elegant shape, and obviously some of them are going to fit perfectly on a normal 6x6 card. Yep, there you go, 6x6 inches. So perfectly for a 6x6 card. And then you've got the nesting shapes in order to do your mats and your layers. I just thought these were fun and a bit different. They've got the bigger sizes, so I can make the bigger sized cards. Just checking. These are obviously too wide to fit in my spellbinders, and they are too wide to fit in my grand marquees, but fairly confident that size goes through my grand marquees. Ooh, so does that one just about. I don't know if it's quite big enough to fit in the folder or not, but those two sizes I'm not going to be able to use on my current die cutting machines, but that's fine. I don't mind. I don't think I would ever make them that big anyway. I sort of wanted that size downwards, sort of like the 7-inch size. Is that 7 inches? Yeah, just under 7 inches. That was probably the size that I would want to go up to. I don't tend to make 8x8 cards, but I've got them for future. You never know. At some point there might be yet another machine in my life that will cut out an 8-inch platform. I think you need to have like the Gemini XL. I can't remember which one it is, but it's something like that. We'll probably fit this in. So there you go. That's what I've been buying. And yeah, dead simple. A few supplies, a few essentials, and then a little bit of a splurge on new larger dies. So I hope you enjoyed that little look at my splurges. Sorry I can't share more stuff in terms of the design team stuff that I'm doing at the moment. I don't know when release dates are for some of the products, so I can't share those with you yet. Keep an eye out over on my Instagram. I tend to sort of share when they're about to come out. I'll then start to share the inspiration photographs, and then the blog post will come after that. Okay, today is a very exciting day because not only is it Christmas in July, but I'm also very luckily going to go and see Take That Again with my daughter this evening. So when I am posting the videos and the updates, etc. later today, I'll actually be in the Etihad Stadium. But you know, these are the things that you do. This was a surprise extra gift to myself, really, going to see them for a second time, because we already saw them a week or so ago. But I got a an offer I could not refuse in terms of bargain tickets to go and see what I think is the greatest show I've ever seen in my life. So I'm thoroughly looking forward to that. But yeah, so that's where I am today. I have literally just finished work about 20 minutes ago before I started filming this video. And I now need to go and have a quick shower, get myself ready, and then we're setting off for Manchester. So yeah, exciting day. But obviously the main excitement for you guys won't be me at Take That. It will be the fact that it's Christmas in July. So I hope you follow me along. I hope you're going to join in. I'd love to see lots of new followers or people commenting that don't normally comment. That'd be really nice. It's going to be an exciting month. I've got a lot yet to get through, a lot to do, but I'm sure I'll get there. And I think maybe these will appear in a project or two. I think that's all I've got to say. So thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.